on Yelp. Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, for sure. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
think so?
I think.
First and foremost, welcome to the Men Don't Know Podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. Here on the podcast, I talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube Audio, where you downloaded that Men Don't Know Podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy, how we doing?
What's up?
Back in the business like we never left. Back in the building like we never left. Question of the day: what are people looking for nowadays in a partner? I think, Coy, when we talk about this, and we're going to get both male and female perspectives on it. Mm-hmm. I think once we go past looks, I think we're really going to understand, learn, and really kind of see that I don't think we're that far off from what each other are looking for nowadays.
If you're not talking about a specific body type or
no. I'm already saying no. Looks like you already find each other attractive. Mm-hmm. So looks are off the table. You get what I'm saying? Because you already find each other attractive. Right. Looks are off the table. What are you really looking for now?
Looking for...
Yeah, no, I mean, because, you look at it now and everybody's like, oh, I was like, no, looks are off the table. You guys already find each other attractive. Yeah. Now what do you need? Now on the creative player, what do you need now?
You need, like, let's say from a man's perspective.
Well, we're going to hold your thought.
Go ahead.
We're going to call some people. I feel like this guy's been undefeated at spitting. Mm-hmm. Feel like he's had to change. I don't know. I think he's learned a lot more. And I don't know. I like having him on now. I mean, because we're not arguing anymore. We're actually on the same side.
Yo.
So I like calling him now that we're on the same side. What up, B? How we doing?
What up?
Not much. Good, man. I'm here with Coy. So what's up, B?
What's up, B? What's going on?
What's up?
We already have our bibs on and we are ready to go because we know you will be spitting
Here
on
we
this.
go.
Absolutely. Question of the day, and I like you not knowing it and me getting to call you because it's a real honest and truthful answer on the spot. Now, we are taking looks off the table. That means you are already attracted to this person.
Okay.
What are you looking for in your next relationship?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What am I looking for?
Yeah.
Or what's next in line?
Not next in line. No. What is he looking for in his next relationship? Not next in line. No.
I think the next relationship is that I'm looking for is going to be the last one.
Oof. It's going to be what?
It's the last one.
Oh, the last one?
It's the last
It's going to be the last one.
Okay. So, all right. And in that last one, what are you looking for from her?
I'll just have to check off. There's a lot, but I think that's just those boxes are my own boxes. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say what it is and etc. Mm-hmm. I think it's just one of those. I think it's after going through all the relationships that I have and all the dating and etc. I think obviously I've been sitting down without really going out and exploring as much anymore like I used to. I mean, I think I'm just kind of like I am building myself for the next woman that I am going to date or whatnot.
Yep.
With where I am going to make it hard for her to say no.
Oh. Okay.
If that makes sense.
100% it does.
So what I'm saying is, I know that most of the relationships that I've had, a lot had to do. Yeah, there was some stuff that they lacked in,
Uh-huh.
but I also think that a lot had to do with me. So I did a huge self reflection on myself and like what I'm missing and what I needed to do and
Mm-hmm.
what are the mistakes that I made from my past relationship, dating, and etc. that has built me to where I want what I want in the next relationship. But
Yeah.
I want to make it so hard on the next person, where the next woman, where she can't, where she can come into my life and she'd be like, damn, I can't let this one go.
Big Sam. Big Sam.
Big Sam. Big Sam. Big. I like the damn.
Yeah, so like that's my goal right now. Is I'm working on my number one thing. Like I talked about it last time. I think is get my bag right. I think I said that in the past where I fucked up early on, like that I chose to chase relationships, chase women off before I got my my career in place or my money in place. So I think I'm going opposite way now. This time I'm working on my money. I'm not worried about women right now. Like that. Like I said, I think I have to take my own advice, right? Like
100%.
I talk about like, you work on everything and everything, the right woman will gravitate to you. So I think like I've forced to go on, to try to get into a relationship because I felt like that's what I was lacking.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized like, even if I got a relationship, like, can I afford her? Am I the type of man that my future woman wants, and etc. So like I'm building that right now. I'm working on that, So that's my goal. Like I want to make it so hard that she can't come into my life and say that damn, he ain't got this, he ain't got that, he ain't got that. I'm gonna have everything.
Check too many boxes. Yeah.
Correct. So that way she can't say no to me. Or if she does, it's her loss.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like so I think like that's where I'm headed to. Like that's ultimately my goal right now, and that's why it comes with me working on myself. I think like physically, I'm there. I think I'm great physically. I worked on my body. Work out. I got my workout regimen down and all that stuff. But like, I think the biggest one is the financial side of it. I think if I can get that, then everything else kind of will fall into its own place. But I think that's my biggest goal to make in my life next. So right now, that's what I'm focused on. So I think if I get that, then like I said, like it'll be the last. Like the next girl will be the last one that I will.
What do you look for in a woman? Now let me ask you that. Now, after saying all that, what do you look for in a woman?
I think like my biggest thing I always say, Chris, is having the emotional support.
Okay.
Like I think I didn't have that in the past. I think like I told you, like I always try to fill the girl's cup. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now I want to be there. I want to be there where like, okay, I have everything. I can provide everything for you, but how are you going to fill my cup? Like that's going to be one of my biggest things that I want to. I'm going to look for in her. Like, what are you bringing into the relationship? Like, I know what I can bring. Like, I can bring, the provider, the protector, everything that a woman usually wants, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I want to know, like, I don't want you to just come into a relationship and be like, oh, I'm bringing my looks. No, I can find looks. That's not an issue, right? But what else can you bring? Like, are you, can I see you as my, the future mother of my kids? Like how are you going to handle, the kids while I'm out there, busting my ass to provide, right?
Yep.
So those are the little things that I'm going to look for, in my future woman, so there's a lot, but I think the base of it, to be honest, I think the number one thing for me would be the emotional support, like just being there, just being there to lift me up. Not monetarily, but more like emotionally. Just like, hey, if I fall, like, are you there to catch me? In other ways, right?
Can I tell you something and you not use it against me in a fight?
For sure.
Yeah.
Ultimate trust.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's exactly. So like I can be so involved. Like I want her to know everything about me. You know, my emotional side. Of like what I really want is a woman that is capable of reading my mind without having to read my mind. Like what I'm saying is like okay, put it this way. When we work, you know, our job is mainly whatever we're working on, right? Like that's our craft that we're working on, etc. So if I'm the provider, if I'm the protector, and I bring everything for you, like you don't have to worry about any of this, then your job is to everything on your end is to anticipate what I need, right? So like anticipate on a daily basis. Like if for instance, it could be very small, right? It could be very small. It could be like, okay, you know, like let's say I have to get out the door and I have to go somewhere, right? Yep. And then I can't find something. I want her to be the one, like, oh, baby, I got it. It's right here. You see what I'm saying? Like, those are small things, right? But like, it does help. It does,
100%,
you know.
100%.
I think because the thing is, if you're at home and you have nothing to do but take care of my kids, and I mean our kids, right? That shouldn't be it. Like, you should be able to know what your man is going through. You should be able to know. If I go outside and if I go out the door and come back and I'm in a bad mood, you should be able to like figure out like, oh, what's going on with him? He's not himself when he left it, you know, when he came back. So like, you know, anticipate, you know, what I need, you know, like, so I'm looking for in a relationship, you know, like I want you to be able to understand me, you know, in every aspect of my body, my life, you know, so that way, whenever, you know, when we're together, like, I don't have to ask you anything. Yeah. You know exactly what I need. You know, that's the type of relationship, you know, I think that comes with, you know, dating the person, getting to know the person, you know, 100%. That's not going to happen overnight. Right. But, you know, but that's something like I'm going to let her know off the bat. Look, I'm going to do everything else that you are asking of. Yeah. I'll be there for you. You know, you don't have to pay for anything, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this is what I'm expecting from you. I would, you know, this is what I need. Like, I mean, like if I'm going to work tomorrow, like, you know, I have my clothes ready. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. I know that is a far-fetched situation nowadays because
I get what you're saying.
But I'm not saying exactly, you know, I have my clothes laid out.
Let me even stop you there. I know right now personally, I know that I know women right now that do that right now. Like she does 100%. The laundry and like she has his clothes out for him. It's just like it just has one less thing for him to think about.
And it does not go unappreciated.
It does not. And trust me, it does not go unappreciated.
And that's the thing that's this thing that's anticipating what your man needs, right? Like if I know like I busted my ass all day and I went to work and then I come home at 6-7 o'clock at night and then you know I go to work, I go to sleep and I wake up and like I don't have time to get my shit ready for the next day. But if you've been at home all day and you know that I'm coming home late, you know, like make sure when I come home it's peaceful. Make sure you know you have my meals ready and etc. And then the next day, you know what you need to do. So like I'm not gonna ask you of it because I just expect you to understand you know what I'm asking, what I'm needing of you. So I think it's just that would be the ideal role situation for me as, you know, mother, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife, or whatever the case. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just but it all comes down on me, though, because it comes down to what I'm capable of providing for her, right? Because if I don't have that, if I can't bring what she's, you know, what she's not what she's expecting, but what she needs, she deserves, what she deserves. Okay. If I can expect, you know, then I don't expect her to have any of that stuff, right? I mean, I'm not like if I don't have that for her, then I don't expect anything for her to me to do that. But like I said, like that's my goal. Like I have to get what I like that. Okay. I have to get my bag first. I have to get everything in the situation. Then I think everything else will just fall into place, and then I know exactly what I'm going to do. I like it. Or what I'm looking for. So.
All right, man. We're going to let you go. I appreciate you as always, my guy. Always stay spitting like usual, man. I'll hit you up later.
Later, brother.
All right, go. Damn. Motherfucker spitting. I like that, though. He said, "What if I'm not bringing what she deserves? Then she shouldn't do that."
He, instead of answering your question directly, he made it about himself.
100%. And I like that. I like that. Siri, can you play Avant? Read my mind, please. All right, let's get to another caller real quick. Here we go.
Hello. Hello.
What's up? How are we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm amazing. Is it just you, or do I get the dynamic duo?
You get the dynamic duo, boo boo. Hello.
Hey, what up? Everybody, it's Rachel, right?
Yeah.
See, and Sarah. Say what's up to Coy. Coy, say what's up to Rachel and Sarah.
Rachel and Sarah, what's going on?
Hey, Coy. Hello.
We got to talk about this after this. All right. All right. Question of the day, ladies. And
Coy, what are you doing later?
Hey. This guy's crazy. All right. Question of the day, ladies. I do want both of you guys' answers. But what are you guys looking for now in a partner? Now, we are taking looks off the table. That means
someone who can buy gas.
That means you guys are already attracted to them. Now, what else do you?
I mean, nice, loyal, attentive. Buy their own gas. Not complain about driving to your house from 40 minutes away.
Damn. Does that really happen?
Bare minimum, man. I'm just asking for the bare minimum.
Yeah,
that was pretty
Open
specific.
the doors, pay for dinner.
Gentlemen.
I don't know. If they're constantly showing up just to your house, maybe they could bring a bottle of wine, a napkin, something to contribute.
Damn.
A napkin.
Can I ask you a question? And because it sounds like
I did deadbeats.
Okay, but I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I think you see. I think you see the value in them that they don't see in themselves. So I think you
1,000%.
Yeah. So I don't want to say that, but I think
no, they have so much potential, but they just don't try to unlock any even ever so slightly part of it.
Rachel, are you single?
I am single.
Okay, let me ask you this: what's one thing you would like a man to do for you when you guys are in a relationship?
I think my biggest thing that I like is having equal support. I am like probably the biggest cheerleader of anyone. That's kind of my thing. That's
like
true.
that.
That's true. She's my cheerleader.
I like that.
In most of my relationships, I feel like I put forth a lot more support than other people do.
Okay.
And so I think to answer the general question of what this topic is like, I think the next partner I have has to be my partner in life, like my true companion, like that. Yeah. You want a best friend, but also like someone who's going to conquer the fucking world with you, Yeah. Like a power couple, like, you got your shit, I got my shit, and we support each other.
Okay. Let me throw y'all a curveball.
Better than mine. It's like, who cares? Obviously.
What if he's still building and you see he's on the way to building, but you make more than him? Does that matter?
Who cares? Money's not an issue. It's not about money. It's about just being supportive and actually making the effort to do something more with your life or do something at all. Or be passionate. You can be a passionate garbage man. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're like, I love watching the trash fall out the garbage can, I'd be like, that's so cute.
Rachel, let me ask you this. What happened in your last relationship that made you think or feel that he was not your cheerleader? This is the best way.
So, okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit. I'll relationship. I was dating a guy who was 8 years younger than me. I'm 33. Okay. So he was a cutie pie though. He probably was the most supportive guy I've ever dated, and I think that's a lot of positives to that generation. They're like not drinking as much. They are taking their careers a little bit more seriously.
Okay.
Sometimes they can be lazy, but obviously, like you know, where we were at in life took a really big turn.
Okay.
But I think most guys, like when a woman is so supportive, sometimes they are like, oh, well, she's supporting me, like she's being a great girlfriend, like all that. Then they don't realize that's like something you should do in return. Like,
yeah, but you told me he was supporting you.
He was, yeah. So he was. I'm going. I was doing general.
Oh, okay,
sorry.
okay,
yeah,
no worries.
He was for him. He was because I did a career
before him though that wasn't supporting you. What?
No. Wait, no. I want to know what happened to the last boyfriend because it seemed like he was doing all the things.
So he was, yeah. He was great. He was he was great. I mean, things he did do. I went through kind of a career change. I just like switched jobs, and when I wanted to switch, he was like, "Just do it. Like, fucking do it, babe. Like, you got this. Like, if your hours are gonna be better, you're gonna be happier. Then just do it." And I thought that was really supportive. But I mean, the industry that I was in before I came to work for Sarah is a difficult industry to date in. I mean, I was a restaurant manager.
Okay.
So hours and bar scene. Yeah. That lifestyle is a little difficult. So that in that way, I will say he wasn't supportive of my career once I was getting deeper into it because he saw it didn't align with what he was doing.
He didn't like all the fellas macking him his girl, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, you know what? Let me ask you this then. Do you feel like he was secure in himself and what he brought to the table?
No.
Okay.
No, he's too young.
That's where we're at. Okay, I'm trying to I wanted to figure out what happened.
That was 100% part of it is where we aligned life goal wise and where we were mentally was not the same. Like
mental and emotional stability goes a long way, and that's very hard to find in a man.
Yeah. No,
they don't have it.
I mean,
they either want you to like take care of them. if you're better off, they want you to take care of them, or they want to push you down because you are doing better. They don't like it.
I think
love it too much.
Yeah, I think it's a fine line. I think.
We like handy men, like a man that's handy. Like, you know, I can do handy things. I'm a very handy girl, but like I have fucking nails that are like 3 inches long. It would be nice to have a guy that can do stuff for me. Or like I come home and he's like, oh, I saw you got a delivery for a grill. I put it together for you. Or, oh, I saw there was a hole in your wall. I fixed it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like a guy who sees it and does it. Yeah. If you see it, do it. That's what every man should go by. If you see it, do it. If you see a dish in the sink, put it in the dishwasher. Yeah. If you see dirty laundry, put it in the laundry room. If you see laundry in laundry room, put it in the washer. If you see it in the washer, put it in the jar. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not that deep.
I mean,
like, help a sister out.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
We're not asking for bubble baths. I don't even like baths. We're not asking for you to like, I mean, we do like, you know, some fun stuff, but shit, like, just a bare minimum. God damn. You can't even get that these days at all.
Do you think a lot? I feel like I'm gonna run into the same problem. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. I get it. I understand that, and I think
you guys are like, we don't do this for our girls. Now we know what's wrong with us.
No. Trust me.
I know you're not like that.
The question that you're gonna ask because I think you're hesitating to say it.
What?
Yeah, just ask. We don't care.
What question?
Just say what you want to say.
No. I don't hesitate to ask any question. I fly off the handle at any moment in life. No, I think I think that's the problem though. I think there's a lot of insecurities, and the trust and the loyalty I think is big, but I don't think people are dating long enough before they get into a relationship, because I feel like they get in a relationship too fast where you don't realize that they haven't unpacked the last trauma they had from their last relationship. Because I think,
Amen.
I think if we you know, I think a lot of guys, because a lot of guys need
a girl or a woman.
When a real guy gets into a relationship, and I think in this day and age, men are so readily available to women, it's sickening. And it is vice versa. But, the guy shooting 1,000 shots. No, well, hear me out. A guy shooting 1,000 shots into 1,000 DMs.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly. And he'll take whatever he gets.
A girl isn't shooting any shot. A
That's
girl
it.
is going
100%.
through. A girl is going through her DMs and looking at the thousands of shots that have been
through.
that have been taken.
Well, I think also an important thing too is like you have to remember the honeymoon phase is a thing, and
100%.
like when you get into a relationship, you get swept up in like, oh, like our dates are fun, we have great chemistry, the sex is great, like you get wrapped up in all those things, but in the end of the day, like as much as those things are important, like they're not the most important, I think. Right. And when you get older, it's more important when you start dating, I think, to actually have those like kind of uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
And, like the first or second date should be fun and you should make sure you click. Yeah. But like having those, like making sure like where your goals align is like probably the most important thing if you are actually wanting something committed.
And it's like the little things and the follow through. Yeah, like guys say whatever you want to hear, but they don't follow through. And it's and then girls are like, I thought you fucking said you're going to rub my back when you saw me again. You didn't fucking do shit.
Yeah, I think it's the level of like, damn, we're dating, but like, I don't think people are honest enough to say like, look, if you cheat and you're going to step out when, we get into an argument, let's just enjoy what we have right now and let it go. Because I think everybody has a fear of being cheated on right now. And I think everybody has a fear of like, oh, I know I'm not the only one you're talking to.
I feel like at our age, if you're cheating, then you're a fucking mentally unstable person and you shouldn't even be dating. You should be fucking 20-year-olds because there's no reason that a 35 or 30-something, anything or older. Yeah, Rachel's 33, but I'm 37. But there's no way if you're over 35 and you're cheating still, then you're a fucking loser.
Still playing those.
Period.
Games.
But I also think too, like it's trauma too, and you like if you've been cheated on or if you know someone,
then go get fixed.
Also, if you've cheated on someone, there's trauma that comes with that too. If you admit to it. We're all human. People make fucking mistakes. It's like, it's okay, but like you also have to accept people have a past. And I will say that is the one thing in my last relationship is I had 8 years of dating on this kid, I wasn't celibate, like
100%.
That's another thing.
It makes it very difficult.
If a guy's asking how many people you had sex with, that's a red flag. Why do you want to know that?
You got to trust it to grow, not repeat their past mistakes, hopefully.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're dating someone, you should be dating them for who they are right now, not their past. Like, if you were a guy and you cheated before in your past, and it was like 8 years ago, like we're not going to hold it against you. But like if it was yesterday, that's a red flag.
Definitely.
Or tell me why,
right. And like everyone has everyone has their situations where they do things they're not proud of. Yeah. So, but like, I'm sorry, but if we're just casually dating and you're cheating on me,
that's crazy.
And we're like exclusive, and then you're cheating on me still. Like that's weird.
It's a sore subject for Sarah.
I think that's weird. I think it's weird. Yeah. I think it's weird personally.
Casually,
I think cheating's weird.
Casually cheating on the exclusive is crazy.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna call y'all later. I appreciate you guys in the mood and back, but I thank you.
Wait, we're not done. We're not done. We have so much more.
I'm just kidding. I'll hit you later.
Okay, love you.
Appreciate it. Love you guys too.
We love you. Clay, call me.
Bye, guys.
Oh my gosh, they could have gone. Okay, let's get one more. I know we're running on time. Where are we at? We run on fumes. All right, here we are. Yeah. Crazy. Didn't think it was gonna go that long.
Hello?
Jack, my guy, how we living?
Hey.
Man, I'm here with my boy Coy. Coy, say what's up, Jack.
Jack Attack, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Coy?
Man, he's chilling. He's chilling. He's good. He's fine. Don't worry about him. Let's get back to what we doing. Man, question of the day.
Okay.
What are you looking for in your next partner? We're taking looks off the table. That means you're already attracted to her. But what do you need in that next partner?
I mean, I would say one of the first things would be kind of goal orientated or have some type of ambition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ski. Yeah. Go ahead. Damn.
Because those are what I believe that's the persona of the person. Because if they are willing to grind it out, they're willing to work it out, that means they're going to be having major goals at the end, retiring, visiting places around the world, tasting different foods and things like that. So that's one of my top things for a woman that I would love to see her have. Okay. Another thing would be a great personality.
Yep.
You know,
gotta have that
humor.
Yep. I gotta have that key. Yep, absolutely.
You know, because if she not vibing with you know, she's a little stuck up or this and that, then, you know, then not really enjoying the relationship. And then, you know, these other things won't fall into place. But if she's good, go happy, go looking, all these good things, positive vibes, then, you know, it's going to work out for the both of you, and you just feed off each other's vibes. So 100%. That's one thing. And then another one, to me, this is just my personal opinion, it would be her parents. Does she love her parents? You know, is she good with her parents? You know, how are her relationship with her parents? Because that also tells you what type of relationship she had growing up with her parents, and, you know, a little bit of her background age. Was she happy? Yep. Was she sad? So that helps a lot to see too what type of person she is going to be.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no lies on that one. Damn.
Yeah, then another one, I think, can she take care of herself? Meaning, can she clean? Can she cook for herself? Things that make her
motherly,
you know, good hygiene.
Hell yeah. No, this guy's spitting. Let this guy cook. Clear out.
You know, so I mean, all those good things, because if you walk into a house, you know, you get from work and all of a sudden things are not in where they're supposed to be, you're looking for things, it's, you know, everything's dirty, or let's say you're hungry from work and she didn't cook up nothing, that's what, now you got to cook for her, things like that, which no, I mean, sometimes it's okay, but I mean, it's nice to, let's say you get home from work and then you got a warm meal waiting for you with a big old smile and some kisses, so that always helps a lot too.
Hell yeah.
Makes you feel good. Makes you feel good.
Yeah, and then maybe another thing, maybe does she have friends? Because I mean, if she does have friends, that's going to help out. You know, when she has girls' time, then you have boys' time, and then maybe commingle and things like that. Because if they don't, you know, if she doesn't know friends, guess what? All her focus is going to be you, and that's going to be hard on you, because then all the time, hey, well, how come we do this? How come we do this? No. Do that thing with your girls. I'll do thing with my boys, and you know, we can collab here and there once in a while, because that will help out too in the relationship, because all that focus on you, that's going to be hurting on you. Yeah, it's kind of great if you're getting all that focus, but later on it's going to catch up to you and you're like, oh, you're going to get tired of her, and you don't want that. You don't want to get tired of each other. So those are things that I believe that a woman should have, or to make me happy, or you know, help the relationship grow.
Absolutely. I like that, my guy.
Yeah.
All right, man, it was just a quick one. I appreciate you, my guy. I actually really need to text you after this, so I'm going to hit you up around like 7.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man.
Later, bro.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Have a good night.
All right, later.
It's good answers.
Oh yeah,
the friends part is very underrated.
100%. Doc, super underrated. Super underrated.
Yeah.
Super underrated. Friends, how they are with family, like,
I don't want to be her only focus. You know,
you're her only happiness. Oh boy, it's a lot. All right, man, let's get up out of here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening, whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible. You downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I cannot thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Call my guy. We are out.